Welcome students. I hope you are sound and safe at your places. In our today's video, we are going to start our new chapter, chapter number 14, that is practical geometry. Practical means we will do ourselves and get to know. Now, what is the meaning of geometry? Geometry is derived from the word geometron, where geo means earth and metron means measurement. So it doesn't mean that we have to measure the earth. Measurement of earth means the different things present on earth. We will check their length, breadth, height. We will come to know about their shapes, how they will be framed. So that is the basic things related with measurement of earth and ultimately related with geometry. So practical means we will do ourselves and come to know. Now how to do? For doing practical geometry we need some basic things or instrument that I am going to share with you. First of all, we are using this scale. On this scale, one side you are having numbers 0 to 30 and other side you are having 1 to 12 on this iron scale, where you are having these small calculations 0 to 30, those are in centimeters, and where you are having these bigger ones, those are in inches. So for why we are using this scale or ruler, the exact name, we use this to draw line segments. If we have to draw any line segment, if I'll say draw a line segment of 5 centimeter, so we will keep our scale and measure from 0 to 5 numbers given on it. We will mark 2 points and then draw a line. We will give it a name AB and we will write it 5 centimeter or 3 centimeter accordingly. If a line segment is drawn already and it is said find the length of it. So what we will do, we will keep our 0 on this first fixed point and then we will measure. Second point is on 19 on the scale, so it is 19 centimeter. So we can give a name CD 19 centimeter. So why we are using this scale or ruler? We are using this to draw line segments or to measure the length of the line segments. So that is your first instrument, ruler. Now second thing that we are using is this one. This is our compass. In this we are having one pointer itself and second side we will place our pencil sharpened one. So ultimately we will get 2 points. One is of the pointer itself of this compass and second one is of pencil. Now why or how we have to use this? We will use this compass to draw the circles or to draw arcs, etc. when we draw angles. Now how we are going to use it? So how we use it? So for this, first of all, we need a point. Suppose this is a point. So how we will use this? We will open it according to the certain length. Name it A. We will keep this tip on this point A. And suppose we have to open up to point B, this much length we need. So we will open it and fix this on this point and second one on this, and then take a complete round of it, and when we take a round of it we will get a shape like this. With this we will get the exact shape. So this way we will use compass to draw lines, or when we draw angles, you will come to know further. We will keep this here and mark like this. So these are your arcs. When we draw the angles, at that time we will come to know. So we will use this compass for drawing circles or for drawing arcs, etc. Now, next thing that we are having is our third instrument, that is a pointer. So our third instrument is a pointer. So what is this? This is just like compass, but in compass you are having only one tip of the compass. In this you are having two tips. You can't fix any pencil in this as you are having in compass. So why or how we are using this? Suppose you have drawn two line segments. So this is used to compare the line segments. We will open it this much. So this much is the gap between 2 points, and when we have to do for this, we have to open it more. So basically it is used to measure lengths of line segments and to compare them, which one is longer and smaller. So that is the use of this divider. Now fourth thing that we are having is these set squares. See, these are in form of triangles. So these are triangular in shape. So these are the examples. Set square these are. Now, why we are using this? So as you can see, if I draw the shape of these set squares, if I keep here and if I draw the shape, so this way you will get one shape, and if with the second I will go to draw, this one is the second one. If I draw the shape with this, then this shape we are getting. So this way we can draw the two shapes. Now as these are triangles, so their sum of angles should be 180 degree. So when we are having these two shapes, for the smaller one, you are having angles 45 degree, 45 degree and 90 degree. You can measure with your protractor and you can check also. So 45 plus 45 is 90, plus 90 is 180 degree. So as we have said, sum should be 180 degree. So we are having, for second one we are having angles 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree. When we are using the second one, for that angles are of these much measurement. So 30 plus 60, 90 plus 90, again 180 degree. So these two set squares, they will satisfy the condition for triangle completely. So these are the measurements of the two set squares you are having in your geometry box. Now why we are using this? These set squares will be used to measure or to find that the lines are parallel or perpendicular. Now here perpendicular means when the line segments are perpendicular or lines are perpendicular, you are having an angle of 90 degree. Suppose you are having like this. So this angle is of 90 degree and you can say that suppose this is AB and this is CD. So you can say that AB is perpendicular on CD. So this is your perpendicular. What is the meaning of perpendicular? And parallel means when you are having two lines and the gap between them is same. So that is your parallel lines. And this is your perpendicular when angle is of 90 degree. So for measuring these, we are using these set squares. Now, that is the fourth instrument that you are using in practical geometry. Now the fifth one is this D. In general language, you are saying this a D, but the exact name is protractor. So this is your protractor. See, the shape is like a D. So in general language, we are saying it as a D. How to use it and why we are using this? First of all, we are using this to draw angles or to measure angles. So how we are using this? Let's learn that also. So our fifth part is protector. So in this, if you will see 0 and then 10, 20, 30, 40, this way increasing, and you will get 180 here. And if this side you will start counting 0 to 180 on this side. So in both the sides you can calculate with this protector. Now how to use it? Suppose we have drawn this angle, and angle is given to us, and he is saying what is the measurement of this angle. So what we will do? If you can see, there we are having a middle line in this. So we will keep this middle line on this point, and here is a straight line. So we will keep that straight, and when we will measure, it is of 50 degree. So that is of 50 degree. Now as you are measuring from this way, this side you are measuring, so you will count here on 0. Both things are given here, 0 and 180. So as you are measuring in this way, so here you will take it as 0 degree, and then you will count 10, 20 up to where your this line comes. So it is on 50 degree. So that will be our 50 degree angle. If we will make it straight, then this complete angle is of 180 degree. As it is semicircle, so it is of 180 degree. Same way, if you are calculating this angle, so now from this side, this is your 0 degree, and same way you will keep your middle point here and keep it straight on the line given, and then you will measure 0, 10, 20, and it will be of 30 degree. So now this angle is of 130 degree. Now you are measuring in this side. So accordingly you will take it. If this side you are counting, then 0 here, and if this way you are counting, then 0 here, and now this side you are having 180 degree. So this way, with the help of this, you can draw angles or you can measure angles with the help of protector. So these are your 5 basic instruments you are using in practical geometry. So that's it for this video. Thank you and have a nice day.